your ballot already. Arthur Villanueva was oh so close to scoring an upset win over Elijah Pierce last time out. Now they go at it here over 8 rounds, and this round being the money round.
Rock, you like the glittery trunks of Villanueva?
I like the scripture, Acts 16:31.
What is it? No?
Offhand, no, but I'm looking it up.
Nice right hand over the top already there from Saul Sanchez, and a nice counter left hook. Used to assuming the posture that we assumed they would, going toe-to-toe here in the early going as Villanueva digs a nice left hook to the body himself.
That's right. This is going to be a nice treat for you fight fans out there. You guys are going to be in the middle of the ring all night long.
Well, that scripture is believe in the Lord Jesus and you will be saved, you and your household. And I think he believes in himself the way he's throwing these shots.
Remember, Villanueva now coming back down to bantamweight. That Elijah Pierce fight, obviously, at 122. We saw that he had power even up there, so coming back down to 118, you would expect it to carry back down.
Well, he did do very, very well, especially against a guy like Pierce who rehydrates pretty high. But he also admitted to us in the fighting meetings that he feels like he's too small for 122-pound division, so he came back down to 118.
Sanchez trying to get that left hook working up top. He has a devastating left hook to the body. Saw him score a devastating body shot knockout over Franklin Gonzalez on Pro Box a couple of fights ago. Gonzalez just hit the mat like he was jumping on a grenade. Sanchez walked away with his hand in the air before the count even started, and he was right. It wasn't a Swaggy P moment, guys.
Right. Well, I'll tell you what, Villanueva is also landing some good body shots in this first round, Corey. Good left hook to the body, a few of them, and he's throwing with bad intentions as well early on.
I think Sanchez is kind of dictating the pace right now. I think he's connecting with the more flush and harder shots.
Looks more comfortable, isn't he?
That 1-2, it's landing almost every time.
See, there you go. Another left hook to the body by Villanueva. He's been landing that shot.
Absolutely.
Very effective punch.
Why are Villanueva's trunks not touching his body?
He's a big cut, barrage right there. A lot of those shots didn't land, and Villanueva, I noticed he's
again,
still
back
landing.
to the body with that left hook. Villanueva's landing some good shots, and there's a beautiful right hand over the top.
Another left hook to the body after the right.
Heavy shots being landed on both ends, as promised here in the opening round. Saul Sanchez and Arthur Villanueva going at it here in our co-main event.
Wow. You know, Corey, I'm sorry, I'm not sure. I guess you can say Sanchez won that round, but Villanueva ended well with some big shots.
Well, we're inviting cheese, meat, and sauce lovers everywhere to take a flavor quest. Introducing the new $3 foot-long dippers coming in flavors like double cheese, pepperoni and cheese, and chicken and cheese. 11 beloved sauces and 33 cheesy, saucy, snackable choices. Find your dip with the new foot-long dippers, the sauciest new snacks at Subway.
Subway, can we please give Corey a private contract already? He needs to be a spokesperson for Subway. Nobody will do a read like Corey.
I'm sure he has a Subway card on him right now.
Oh, my God. That's me wanting to go to Subway after this.
Perhaps one of these two fighters will cash one of those Subway KO bonuses with the way that they're uncorking these left hooks. You know, that's what they're thinking about as Arthur Villanueva goes right back downstairs to the body in the opening 5 seconds of round 2.
And already swelling in the right eye of Villanueva from a left hook, in my opinion, or left jab landed by Sanchez already.
Well, guys, remember what happened in the Villanueva-Pierce fight. Villanueva started hot, had tremendous success, scores that knockdown early, then faded pretty quickly.
Yeah. I mean, credit to Elijah for landing some big shots to help him fade.
I think Sanchez is landing the harder shots, but Villanueva just snuck in a couple of nice left hooks and uppercuts.
I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that, guys. That left hook to the body Villanueva is throwing is very hard, and he's placing it well.
I might have to help you with your Spanish. But no, come on, those shots upstairs, it's Sanchez all day.
And they're not all landing flush.
Well, that eye says different, I think.
I mean, listen, I'm going to sit on the fence here.
He's talking to me right
I think both guys are doing exactly what they want to do right now.
Exactly. It's a
I
great
don't care
way to
what
describe
fences
it.
y'all guys are on. I'm seeing the harder shots by Sanchez.
Listen,
but
a
they're
lot of
both
those shots are
doing
being caught by the gloves. I'm not saying Sanchez is not, having a good fight so far, but he's being answered with vicious body shots, and particularly a left hook to the body.
Yeah, I
And
can't
he's
argue,
timing it right.
that left hook to the body.
You'll see in
by
the
being
exchange,
left.
he's doing it at the right time, and a nice right uppercut.
Yeah, it was a good uppercut that connected there from Villanueva a moment ago, but there's Sanchez finding that belt line, the exaggerated belt line of Arthur Villanueva.
Big target. Good double jab by Sanchez. And
I think
he is dictating the pace slightly more
Come
than
on, you just don't want to agree with me.
Yeah,
you just don't
that's
want to
what-
agree with me. This is a good competitive fight. I'm not saying that it's not.
Good jab, stopping him in his tracks.
Villanueva again finding routes to the body, so does Sanchez. There are two body shots that connected from Villanueva in that exchange.
See, I'm starting to see Sanchez move Villanueva even with the jab.
It's probably safe to say that Sanchez is the heavier puncher, heavier-handed puncher.
So far, yes.
So far.
About 20 seconds here of round two.
I'm not going to count the old dog out and Villanueva. He's very experienced, very good.
Both guys seem, so far, it's only the second round, but they seem like they're in good condition. They're throwing hard shots and they're at the same pace still.
Little punch just swayed a little bit low by Sanchez.
Good 2 rounds by these 118-pounders.
I grew up in Palm, California. There was a lot of gangs and gang violence. My parents, they took me out the street and they kept me busy in the gym since I was like 10 years old. I was disciplined. Now I'm here, so.
You know, I always
I don't want
say, you know, you're a success when you escape gang violence.
He's looking
When you
for the
escape the
big
streets in your
punches.
boxing.
Every time that you're trying to walk in.
Yeah, familiar story in the sport of boxing, which has been a haven from that for so many fighters throughout the years. And Saul Sanchez, last time out, painfully close to becoming a world champion and really changing his life forever, but still ranked number 8 in the bantamweight division by the WBO. The holder of that belt is Yoshiki Takei. So Sanchez trying to make some waves here, work his way up the rankings, or maybe just create a little bit of demand for another title shot for him. But he's got a valiant warrior in front of him in Arthur Villanueva, who's looking good here in the early going.
Very much so.
Would you say Villanueva has done enough to win the last round?
No, I wouldn't say that. I think so far this round he's being more active than Sanchez, but I think Sanchez is just being patient and waiting for those shots, waiting for the right shot, and he's not trying to waste shots anymore.
And it's early in the round, 30 seconds. Good left hook landed by Sanchez.
Yeah, and a right hand and another right hand over the top. One thing we are seeing, guys, when Sanchez chooses to jab, or even when he feints the jab, Villanueva's giving ground almost immediately.
As he lands his right uppercut.
It's back and forth. It's back and forth, but I still stand on Sanchez is just landing the harder shots. I just heard somebody in the crowd say jab, Arthur.
Well, that was that was the corner of Villanueva. They want him to get a little bit more active with his lead hand.
Maybe it'll keep Sanchez off of him a little more often because he's walking in there, you're right, with no lead hand. That's why he's able to land those big shots.
Correct.
He's kind of pawing with that lead jab. It's Sanchez that has the authority on his lead hand right now. Villanueva doing well in those exchanges on the inside, but there's a nice uppercut and a pivot out from Saul Sanchez.
I think this is the best round for Villanueva so far. I think he's landing his shots as well.
Yeah, but Sanchez is landing big shots in this round as well.
I just wanted to get you to say that. That's all. You see? Thank you.
I'm not sure.
I got him, Corey.
I don't agree with you.
I got him, Corey.
I would
Is
say
that the foot feint of commentary? You drew the reaction.
There you go. There you go.
I'll say this
He
is
just wants to
Sanchez's
disagree.
biggest round.
Turn. Bring that back foot and turn.
Villanueva doubling up on that right hand. Neither of those landing.
Jab, look, turn straight.
Good combination there from Saul Sanchez. A three-punch combination punctuated by a nice left hook up top. And again, there is swelling that developed early in this fight outside of the right eye of Arthur Villanueva. That's exactly where that hook landed.
He's landed several times throughout the night. I think that Villanueva is throwing 1 or 2 punches at a time.
But he connected with a good right hand.
Yeah, he did. You know, obviously Sanchez is putting more punches together in those exchanges.
Villanueva corner imploring him to get busier there. A nice shot right at the bell.
I think Sanchez felt that last right hand because he kind of backed up, you know, at the end of that round.
He either felt it or was trying to walk Villanueva into something, but nonetheless, both of these men landing heavy stuff in the early going. As we take a look in both corners, you see the Villanueva corner working on that swelling. As we see the punch stats thus far, Sanchez outlanding Villanueva 53-31. Villanueva a little bit busier. So again, as we're going back and forth trying to decide who's getting the better of these exchanges, you can see why there are moments for both guys.
Right, and just like I said, you know, Villanueva picked up the pace. He was being more active, but Sanchez was picking his shots, and that's why he has a higher percentage and more shots landed.
Bring your feet first.
Round 4 underway. I mentioned the life story of Saul Sanchez escaping gang violence through the sport of boxing. Arthur Villanueva has just an incredible story as well. One of 12 children. His father died when he was 15. And just help the family, Arthur started driving a delivery tricycle, making about $2.50 a day.
Wow.
This is a man with true heart in life and inside the ring.
Indeed.
Beautiful testimony.
Hard body shot there from Saul Sanchez, who seems like he has picked up the pace here in round 4. A noticeable uptick in aggression from Sanchez.
Have we seen a slight slowdown from Villanueva?
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that really.
Not from the looks of that exchange there.
No, not at all. And look, you know, this is the second time they hold it in this round, but we haven't really seen that much of that as well.
Nice counter right hand over the top there from Villanueva. And again, a bit of an unusual scenario for a fighter like Sanchez and for Villanueva to deal with here. Sanchez, a guy coming out of a world title fight, a world-ranked fighter, fighting in an 8-rounder. And so you do have to change your strategy or at least be cognizant of the brevity of this fight.
Yeah, it's a good point, Corey. I didn't think of that. You're coming off a 12-round championship fight where you have to pace yourself. Now you got 8 rounds to get this victory, and I think that's why probably, you know, Sanchez is coming out aggressive from the opening bell.
And if you notice, he's looked like the fresher fighter. He has probably a lot of wind in him, and that's why he's going hard every single round, I believe. Psychologically, he's telling himself, well, I could do this easy, 8 rounds.
All right.
Villanueva trying to back him off, finds a nice right hand. He was finding gloves, but he found an opening with some sweeping shots there.
I think he bloodied up Sanchez's nose as well. I mean, a lot of those shots were unanswered, basically.
Yeah, he definitely bloodied up his nose. Probably might have even broken.
That was definitely the best combination for Villanueva all night. But it hasn't seemed to stop Sanchez.
Sanchez is still bullying his way forward, finding that left hook to the body.
And that's the chance that you take when you're going to the body as much as he's going to the body now, and you don't have your right hand up, you're going to get clipped.
I mean, he's been having his guard high for the most of the night. Villanueva just got him in between.
Yeah,
some shots there.
it was a straight punch that got him, 100%.
Final 10 seconds of round 4 here. Saul Sanchez tasting a little blood in this round as Villanueva hammers him with another right hand.
Is it just me, or Villanueva looks a lot more confident after seeing that blood trickle down from
Certainly
Sanchez's
a confidence boost of a round for King Arthur.
Beautiful counter, right uppercut by Villanueva, right after a left hand from Sanchez. And that left hook just slid off Villanueva's head, but that right hand got in there. This was a great round, great round. Good combination puncher by Sanchez, and Villanueva, came back with some combinations of his own, and that was probably the best punch of the round by Villanueva, that right hand.
Great right hand.
How you feel? How you feel? Yeah. Come on, let's go. Okay? Let's go. You guys don't want to fight. Come on, let's go.
No instructions, just the pep talk.
You're not going to let that fight here? Come on, let's go.
Come on, let's go.
You want to win the fight? Let's go. No technical instructions at all.
Round 5 underway, and this is the type of fight, guys, where that's the corner instruction that you tend to hear. I mean, we know what this fight's going to look like. Right. It's a gut check round after round.
No, and basically what he's saying is you're doing good. Continue that, that was your round.
Not going to get a sweet science, pep talk in the corner about
all the
technicalities.
Time. Right. Ooh.
Little sweat drips on Corey's laptop.
No, that's what was there when he came. I think Sanchez is trying to get a little get back in this round. Saying, okay, you did good in the 4th round, but I'm back.
Right.
Sanchez still applying that slow, steady pressure. That's what he said he would apply here tonight, but he told us he felt that he would get Villanueva out there early. That has not happened as of yet.
It's interesting, thinking about the judges, how they're going to judge this fight. I mean, it's safe to say on the surface that Sanchez should be ahead in the fight. Villanueva is landing a lot of shots in this fight, guys.
Yeah, last round and this round, he's doing a lot better. I see Sanchez is he's not thinking so much of being first anymore. He's trying to counter.
Yeah, and he's being successful with it. He hasn't hurt Sanchez yet. Landed big shots.
Saul Sanchez looking to avoid a little bit of a trap fight here, perhaps.
I don't think any fighter has hurt each other yet in this fight.
A stiff jab there from Saul Sanchez.
I wouldn't say hurt, but I do think Sanchez felt that right hand in the last round, and he started to back up a little bit. So maybe he was a little buzzed.
He was back on him.
Yeah. I mean, look, he's a little hesitant. Look at his eye. His left eye is swelling up a little bit. He's a little hesitant, and he's moving, and he's on his toes. I think something is hurting him on his face. Something is hurting him, and he's trying to protect himself.
Right eye looks pretty bad.
Villanueva lands a nice right hand to the body.
And something's throwing Sanchez off his game because he's not really landing as much right now. He's throwing punches, but not really hitting the target as well as he was the other rounds.
Well, we just saw Sanchez take a peek up at the clock as well.
See?
Good left hook from both men connecting at the same time, but Villanueva with a slapping right hand to the body. We heard that one.
Another left hook to the body. He's been able to find that shot all night. Hasn't hurt Sanchez with the body shot, but that wears you down. That's down the line.
True, but I think, look at his elbows. Look at Sanchez's elbows. See how long they are? They're blocking that, so he's not really getting it in.
No,
not this round.
A lot of those shots are getting in there. He's not
those last 2 shots. They didn't get in there. I don't believe it.
Number 1 is your team that pushes you to finish the fight, to win the fight. You already done this, you overcome this in the train, so why not in this fight? And of course, all the fans will cheer with you, your family, your friends, and most of all, God is the #1.
That makes sense to me when Villanueva says, like, okay, sometimes training is harder than the fight. So if I overcame all of that training, this should be a piece of cake.
And Villanueva, also an avid chess player. One of his heroes, aside from Manny Pacquiao, is legendary chess grandmaster Garry Kasparov. Said that in chess, like in boxing, sometimes you need to attack, but also sometimes you need to sacrifice a little bit. And as we enter round 6, see which of these two men can start to pull away. An interesting fight here, guys, because both guys they're throwing heavy stuff and they're applying pressure, but it's not necessarily volume on top of pressure. It's physical pressure, but from Sanchez in particular, it's not the overwhelming volume that perhaps we would have expected here.
It's in spurts, and both guys are doing this throughout the fight. That's why I'm saying it's so difficult to score, in my opinion.
As I was saying before, Sanchez was landing harder punches. Now I think the momentum kind of switched to Villanueva. Just like an old school fighter sometimes needs rounds before he picks it up.
Hard left hook over the top there from Sanchez, and he backs Villanueva up with a stiff jab and another.
Villanueva answers right back after those exchanges.
Nice 1-2 by Sanchez, walking Villanueva down.
I would agree with Villanueva being better and strong at this weight class opposed to the one that he was when he fought Elijah.
Nice scraping right hand connected from Sanchez a moment ago.
This is where I think Villanueva should start going back to the body because of that eye, that left eye of Sanchez is a little messed up and it's swelling up. He got his guard a little bit higher when he's closer, and that's when you go to that body. Boom. That was a little low, but he got the boom.
Villanueva's corner right now telling him, work the body. You're the bigger man in there.
Sanchez, good right.
Nice right hand to the body.
Sanchez has been the one pressing the fight for the most part. Villanueva is just countering and having great moments throughout the fight. But moving forward and pressing, Sanchez has been doing it all night.
In this round, his aggression is definitely effective.
You do get the sense the volume has picked up a little bit from Sanchez as well.
Yeah.
Villanueva still doing good work.
But is it enough to win rounds? Maybe not.
Right hand there from Sanchez, but Villanueva back right away. Villanueva doing a good job here of never letting the momentum completely get away from him in any round.
Right.
He always has a reply for Sanchez. Again, whether you think he's winning these rounds or not, these are very, very competitive rounds.
100%.
Yeah, see Sanchez switched up. He was doing the 1-2, but now he's doing the left hook, right hand, because he sees that right hand is just going a little bit low by Villanueva.
Oh, nice.
Beautiful
Double
way.
jab and a right hand from Saul Sanchez right at the bell. And it could be moments like that in this you go, I go type fight that win fighters rounds.
Yeah.
All right, let's send it back over to Overtime Tom.
Thank you, fellas. I am down here with Elijah Pierce, becoming the king of OTX very quickly. Now, you fought Arthur Villanueva before. What do you think of the fight so far? What do you think about how this is going?
I mean, it's a good fight. It's very competitive. I just feel like Arthur, he just need to punch with him instead of allowing him to kind of get off first. But, I mean, it's really kind of back and forth. It's pretty even. But I'm going for Arthur, of course, but I think I would get a slight edge to Sanchez.
Now, I know you got respect for him, but can you remind me what happened when you guys fought?
Oh, yeah, a 4th round knockout. No, but I give it to him. He caught me with a good shot, and ultimately he dropped me. So, I got up. I'm a real dog, bro. The wolf ain't gonna never eat grass. You know what I'm saying? We always on the hunt. The hunt always continues. So we got up, got the job done, and it's gonna be the same thing August 30th. Make sure y'all tune in.
I was gonna ask that with next fight, August 30th here in Atlanta. Who are you going up against?
Jose San Martin.
All right, man. Well, Wolf, appreciate you, bro.
Of course.
Always, Elijah Pierce, everyone. We'll check out the rest of the fight.
Thanks so much, Tom. As round 7 begins here between Saul Sanchez and Arthur Villanueva. There you heard it. Elijah Pierce back in action in August against Jose San Martin, as was originally scheduled for our previous episode of Overtime Boxing. Good to see that we will indeed see that fight. As Sanchez begins round 7 right on top of Arthur Villanueva, but Villanueva again finds that counter uppercut to back Saul Sanchez off.
But if you're going punch for punch, Sanchez is landing more shots in this fight.
I think
So finally, I'm agreeing with Barack.
you got no choice, first of all. But we're looking at the C4 fight of the night so far. Maybe so.
I guess, I mean, if you're talking about competitive fight, yes. I mean, O'Shea Jones had a great performance.
Elijah agreed with us, you know, but this is still a close competitive fight. So even if Sanchez is winning it slightly each round.
But that could still mean he won every round.
And the uppercut breaks through from Villanueva. Right on the back, a nice flurry from Saul Sanchez.
Sneaky uppercut.
And there aren't too many instances of what we saw just a moment ago, guys punching with one another.
Right.
Again, it just to go back to
taking turns.
Right. It's you go, then I go. Who's going to get the better?
Yeah.
And that's the thing, you know, the easier way to hurt your opponent is punch with him, because he's not going to be prepared for that shot, and that shot might hurt him.
And but that takes a risk. And
yes.
You know, fighters aren't always ready to take that risk in an exchange, as
but they should, because they both realize that they can take each other's shots, you know?
Yeah, easier said than done, Barack. Go in there and take some shots.
I've taken shots before. I've given shots. I get it.
Now we see Villanueva moving forward that we haven't seen that throughout the night.
Nice left hook to the body there from Villanueva. Right hand comes over the top as well. Sanchez taking maybe a momentary reprieve there, and Villanueva lands a couple eye-catching shots.
I love it how Elijah said that he's rooting for Villanueva. I mean, you want to root for the guy that you beat, so it makes your victory look even better.
Of course, yeah, and Villanueva earned his respect. He dropped him hard. As he lands a nice left hook over the top. Sanchez trying to get the last word in this round again, and that'll do it for round 7.
I'd hate to score that round.
Absolutely.
That was a good round.
Good? You know what? Put water in his head, Manny, please. Right.
Last round, no surprises, huh? No surprises.
Good. How are you feeling? Good. I feel good. Okay. So don't give up. I just don't want to get caught after my own. But that's why you gotta be defensively sound. Give me movement. The closer you stay to him, you're gonna be able to feel punches.
Come on, man. Whoa. Get started. Look, get started. Boss, get started. Come on, let's go. Go.
Let's go, champ. This is your shit.
Go. Come on, let's go.
So 8th and final round on its way here between Saul Sanchez and Arthur Villanueva. Of course, you're at the cash register. This is the money round, a cash incentive, a bonus if either fighter can score a knockout in this round. And who knows? We'll see what the scorecards look like, Ak. Of course, there is the overtime round that looms here at Overtime Boxing. But I found it interesting hearing the communication in Saul Sanchez's corner. You heard Sanchez telling Manny Robles, hey, I don't want to get caught. But more on that, Barack is in the corner right now. Barack, what do you have for us?
All right, Carlos, this is a very competitive fight. Do you think your fighter's winning?
Yeah, I think they fight close. They fight close. So the guy that won this round won the fight. It's real close, real close.
You might be right. Do you think that he hurt Sanchez at any time in this fight?
Yeah, he hurt Sanchez at the end of that round. That round hurt him.
So what are your instructions? What are your instructions there?
Right now, I need to use the body. The guy that can hold the body, okay. He hurt right now. The guy's hurt right now. Right now. we did right. We won the fight.
You might be right. Thank you, Carlos. Good luck.
I think he is right. Saul Sanchez is feeling these shots right now. And what were we talking about before? Saul Sanchez in his corner told his coach, hey, I don't want to get caught. He came out and got caught.
Yes, and he got caught from the body, in the body several times, and upstairs. Villanueva is having a big round, but he should not let his foot off the gas at this point. That was definitely not an intentional shot on the hip.
Minute 15 remaining in this fight.
You rarely see a fighter say something like that in the corner, Corey. And his trainer said you have to be more responsible defensively.
Well, he almost spoke it into existence, didn't he? What he worried about actually happened about a minute later.
Wow. Villanueva's having a big round.
Let's go. There you go.
Villanueva corner begging for more body work.
I mean, it's the shot that really hurt him at the beginning of this round.
Experienced fighter pulling it out.
Huge right hand over the top there for Villanueva. He put absolutely everything on that right hand. Saul Sanchez took it and comes right back with a rocket of a right hand of his own.
I think Villanueva needs to go for a knockout, and that's what it looks like he's trying to do, because you never really know what the judges was thinking in the last 7 rounds.
You know, but Corey pointed out, we're at overtime here. This fight is very close.
Boy.
What a finish here from the 35-year-old Arthur Villanueva, who one way or another has shown tonight that he has something left in the tank.
Absolutely, and I think this is the type of fight that nobody would complain about an overtime round.
No,
after going all 8 rounds inside the OTX ring, judges Williams and Cronin turned in identical scores of 78 to 74. And Judge Kenner scores about 77 to 75. All 3 in favor of the winner by way of unanimous decision. The Beast, Saul Sanchez.